Are you thinking about moving to Palm Desert, but you don't know where to start? Well, in this video, I'm going to tell you everything you need to know when buying a home in Palm Desert from a local perspective, someone who's done it. My name's Tommy Jordan. I'm your Palm Springs area realtor. The first thing you need to do is determine your budget. How much can you afford on a monthly basis with a mortgage? Or you might be paying cash, where then you just need to figure out, okay, how much of a house can you afford with the cash you have in the bank? If you're getting a mortgage, it's good to get pre-approved with a lender to know your monthly interest, principal, taxes, insurance. What's that monthly payment going to be like? Because that's going to affect the entire rest of this video, all these other things I'm going to talk to you about. And a lot of times I encounter people and they haven't figured that out. And well, then that makes it hard to determine where you could live in Palm Desert. Can you afford an HOA? Can you not afford an HOA? Gated, non-gated areas, all these different things. So going off of that, the next thing is location, okay? Living in Palm Desert, there's a lot of great places to live, but typically, let me show you this other map, the more north you are towards the 10 freeway, the more affordable it becomes because it is windier next to this 10 freeway. And this applies to anywhere in the Palm Springs area. Anywhere along this 10 freeway, you're gonna find larger homes, newer homes at a more affordable price. And you're probably wondering why. Well, it's because of the wind. Because when you go South Palm Springs, South Palm Desert, it becomes more expensive price per square foot because you're closer to the mountains, you're more shielded from the wind. Now, I wouldn't let that discourage you if you're on a budget or if you want a certain kind of home or a home with a pool, a lot of square footage, because you can find a lot of nice homes in North Palm Desert. Just know when the seasons change, you know, spring to summer and all that, that's when the winds tend to get the worst. It's not all year long, but it does get pretty bad at times. Now, the second thing we need to talk about are HOAs, and do you want a gated or non-gated area? Now, if you don't want any HOAs, let's start with that first, okay? Now, this is a map showing the non-gated areas of Palm Desert. You could see it's not a lot of areas because why? Do you see all this greenery? Well, that's not God didn't make that, okay? That is man-made. These are all country clubs and golf courses, and most of Palm Desert has a lot of gated HOA neighborhoods. So if you want to live in a non-gated area, here are some of the spots. One, South Palm Desert right here. These homes are more expensive. They're on larger lots, you know. These homes will probably be around $1 million plus to live in this South Palm Desert area right by the Living Desert Zoo and Gardens, okay? Or you could go north of Highway 111, and there's these little pockets of neighborhoods on like Goleta, and then you have Royal Palm, Guadalupe. Some of these areas around here, the homes will be more around 750, 800,000, more the median price for Palm Desert, you know, the average, okay? And then if we go over Palm Desert Country Club, there's going to be a lot of homes over here right off one of the major streets in Palm Desert, Fred Waring. There's going to be a lot of, you know, homes over here that are non-gated with no HOAs. And then you'll find some neighborhoods, you know, sort of sprinkled throughout Palm Desert. Now, if we talk about HOAs, okay, there's a lot of communities in Palm Desert with HOAs. Let me show you. Here's a map of all the communities in Palm Desert, okay, that have HOAs. Let's see what I set this to. Under $250 a month. Now, communities really vary in Palm Desert. You could have the same $500,000 house, but one could have an HOA of $600 a month. One could have an HOA of $200 a month. One could have an HOA of $1,200 a month. And it's the same $500,000 house. What changes is the community. You know, so for under $300 a month, usually it might just be guarded. Not even guarded, just have a gate, just a gate, maybe a tennis court, maybe a community pool or spa, but you're not going to get a golf course, a clubhouse, fitness center, that whole country club atmosphere you're not going to really find for under $300 a month. Let me talk to you about some of the more affordable HOAs here. Now, Sun City over here, this is a really great 55 plus neighborhood actually. I've helped people buy in here. I would live in here, honestly. It's north of the freeway, but it's really lush and green. The HOA in Sun City is around $390 per month, because it's a 55 plus community. So you get more for your HOA And it's a more affordable houses because it's 55 plus, and you're north of the freeway. So it's like a triple whammy there. And you have other communities like Spanish Walk. That's a new construction community. Well, newly built in the last 10 years. That's new for the desert. Attached homes, these will be $264 a month because, you're not getting a lot in that community. It's more of a gate. I think they have a pool. Say you go over here to Genesis. This is another new community right by the freeway. If you notice, they're building a lot of new construction homes over here because that's where a lot of the remaining land is left. Genesis, it's going to be around $237 a month. Now, if you want to get into more of the country club atmosphere with golf courses, let me show you what that will cost. You see right away, this search is going up to $800, and look at how many homes there are available for sale compared to the homes under $300 for an HOA. I mean, there's just a lot. HOAs aren't cheap in Palm Desert. Let me show you one of the first places. Palm Desert Resorter, $686 per month. Woodhaven right over here, around $630 per month. By the way, HOAs are always changing. This is just at the time of filming this video. You have some more clubs like Palm Valley right over here, okay, for $882 per month. That's a beautiful club, by the way, really lush. Clubhouse Fitness Center, it's gorgeous, okay? Then you have Indian Ridge over here, going up to $1,000 a month. Say you want to be over here in South Palm Desert, let's look at Ironwood. Ironwood is a really just awesome community. You're looking at, around $1,000 a month, depending on where you are. If you're more of a condo, it's going to be around $700 a month. So, like I said, all the memberships really vary. That's why it's important, one of the first steps in this video, to know your budget, because then we could know, okay, you could afford an HOA, but up to this price. So I'm going to show you the communities with that HOA, because if you're looking on Zillow or Realtor.com, it's really hard for people, for everyone, for myself included, because you can't really find the HOAs and you don't really know what they get. So if we could figure this information out beforehand, I could make your home search a lot easier. And by the way, if you're thinking about buying or selling in Palm Desert, I'm helping people every single day from YouTube. So don't be shy. Call, email, text down below. The next thing we need to talk about is lease land. If you're buying in Rancho Mirage or Palm Springs, you have a lot of leased land, okay? Indian land owned by the Agua Caliente Band of Indians. Lease payments could be $800 a month, just depending on how exclusive that neighborhood is, where the land is, all different kinds of factors. Living in Palm Desert, most of it's fee simple land, so you own the land. That's a plus of living here. You're going to get a lot of cost savings that way. The next thing we need to talk about is utilities, okay? So utilities in Palm Desert are SoCal Edison for electric, SoCal Gas, Coachella Valley Water District, and Burtech, okay? Most of utilities are very affordable, but electricity is expensive in the desert because in the summer, it does get hot. It could be 115, 120 sometimes. Now, for electric bills, let me just give you ourselves as an example. We have a 3-bedroom, 1,900 square foot home. We run our AC quite a bit in summer. We like it at 74, even when it's like 115 outside, okay? And our bills in summer were around $450, $500 a month. Now, that might shock you, but in the wintertime, it might be $10 or $20 a month for about 4 months or so, okay? So it's really bad for maybe 3 months, July, August, September, and then it goes down a lot. Now we do have solar, so our bill went from being like $500 one month in summer and it went down to like $50, which is amazing. But then we have the solar cost of around $200 a month for the panels. So it doesn't really make sense to get solar panels unless you're going to own the house for, longer than 10 years. Because if you're going to buy $30,000 worth of panels and sell in like 5 years, you're not getting really the cost savings, with owning the panels. So that's just some ways you could help mitigate the higher cost with solar panels. Another thing to mention, if you're looking for more affordable utilities, when you go over here, on the other side of, on the other side of Jefferson, okay, La Quinta, Indio, this area, you're on IID, Imperial Irrigation District, and your electric costs will probably be almost half. So if you're looking to save money on utilities, and you're retiring, you have a fixed budget, maybe being in La Quinta might make more sense for you with the lower electricity, lower utility costs than if you were in Palm Desert. How expensive are homes in Palm Desert? Well, we're going to look at my market report. This is in the description of the video. It's free to sign up. You could get weekly updates on any city in the valley, and you could be more in the know than most of the realtors here, okay? And by the way, subscribe for weekly videos on the Palm Springs area. If you haven't done that, make sure you hit a like button, hit the like button, subscribe. It helps this video to get out, reach more people, and who doesn't want to just give back with a click of a button? Okay, so for detached homes, the median list price is $750,000 at the time of filming this video. Now, median days on market for a home to sell, it's still pretty low. We have limited inventory at 35 days, okay? It's still currently a seller's market, okay? I know a lot of buyers don't want to hear that. With higher interest rates, people are wondering, how are so many people still buying homes? Well, they are. 50% of the buyers in the Palm Springs area pay cash. We have a lot of wealthy snowbirds from Oregon, Washington, Vancouver that come swoop up $750,000 homes. And buyers in LA, when they see what you could get in Palm Desert, the desert's still a very affordable price. So I would say get in while you can. This isn't just a realtor talk, but I just see more and more people leaving big cities like the Bay Area and LA all the time, and I don't think prices are going anywhere for a while. Now, condos, $474,000 for the median price of condos. Well, that's the new listings. The current listings, $529,000. Now, condos are sitting a little longer days on market at 49 days, but it's still a seller's market for condos as well. By the way, I never talk about this, but for detached homes, it's $4,800 a month to rent, almost $5,000. It's not cheap to rent here in the desert. And for condos, it's $4,000 a month. So honestly, buying at many times, and you could try to do a rate buy down, different things, it's going to be a lot more affordable in the long run than renting, because rent just keeps going up as well. If you want to learn more about Palm Desert, California, you're going to need to watch this video right here. Don't forget to subscribe and call me if you're interested in moving or selling in the area. I would love to help you.